just remember, just trust your life journey as you're like navigating. And sometimes things are not going to go the way we anticipated, but know that the universe does always have your back, regardless of what direction you are going in. Hello, my name is Carol. Welcome to Conversations with Neuvias. Today we have the lovely Marge.
Hello, go. Hello.
And our lovely topic today is the universe has your back.
Yes, and it
Yes,
does.
yes, it does. Sometimes we don't see that or address it or saying, yeah, right, when there's down, something didn't go the way you expected. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So when we refer to the universe having your back, it generally means that, we're believing in a more supportive system than what we do have here. You can speak to the universe. It kind of guides you and it helps protect you in whatever you are asking for. Um, Praying, is another form of having talking to the universe with what you may be needing.
Yep.
And as always, sometimes our prayers are not answered the way we anticipate them as well, right, Marge?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's important to recognize that what your brain wants and what your spirit wants are sometimes not the same thing. So it
Yeah.
can make a difference in how you're perceiving your guidance.
Yes. So basically, when the universe has our back, it's just like I said, it's 100% reassurance with us. It's just wanting the universe will work in your favor, even though, like I specified, sometimes it's you don't might not think that that's what you're needing, but that's what the universe is telling you that you need.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't feel like you're actually being guided. You just kind of don't recognize it because it doesn't always look like comfort. We always want comfort, but that doesn't
Mhm.
mean that's what you need right now. Sometimes it's a closed door or a pause or something pushing you in another direction. You just don't know.
No, you don't know. And we always look at the universe too as having our back during our challenging times. Some people never pray, and then when they're going through some steep, horrible situation, they're on their hands and knees praying, and so that's a form of reassurance for them, letting them know, like, I want to put this out. I need some help or guidance or something. Give me something. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's being open and trusting to opportunities that might arise or the experiences in your lifetime. So,
Right. Absolutely.
yes. Um,
And being able to trust that is kind of challenging for us, right? Because we want to be in control of things, and that's just natural human nature, especially when you're running in fear. But if you have trust that the universe has your back, then you don't have to be in control of things. You can just follow, and things will flow much smoother.
yes. It's basically staying optimistic. I know a lot of us do not like to stay optimistic, 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 but it's just, it's kind of like an experience that you have to go through. And so if you try to stay optimistic and don't worry about, oh my God, and have that anxiety and that frustration, when you know that there's a higher power out there that has your back, it kind of gives you a little bit more of trust instead of worrying. You start trusting more in what is coming forward for you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Marge,
So,
uh huh.
so what are some of the ways that you know that you're supported? Do
I
you have
would
any?
say sometimes just getting something out of the blue, unexpectedly, like you might pray that if you're in a financial strain, all of a sudden you get a little gift of money out of the blue, or somebody may pay you back that you completely forgot about. That's a form, even just finding money sometimes in your pocket or your handbag. I
Yeah.
do that. I happen to do that all the time when I'm washing.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, and so, during your worst times, you're like, oh my gosh. And the universe just shows, little signs and synchronicities as well.
Yeah.
And that's just a reassurance. You can even ask for guidance with a symbol or numerology, the numbers, or just give me a sign, and
Yeah.
that's how you know you're supported.
Yeah, you'll see those things come up unexpectedly, and it's like, oh, it catches your attention a little bit, and then you can realize, yeah, I'm okay. It'll be okay.
Yes. Yes, it'll be definitely okay. So I was gonna say, so I did put this deck too, which the universe has your back, which is a very good deck. This is by Gabriel Bernstein.
Nice.
Yeah. So since we are talking too about the universe has your back, I thought we'd pull a card also, because there's cards for everything nowadays.
There are. It's amazing.
Yes. Yes, it is. So, so Mark, what do you think? Um, the universe having your back. Can you give any ideas of what you felt the universe having your back?
Sure. There are times where, for instance, I'll just give you an anecdote because you know me and my little stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working at this job and loving this job, and suddenly there was a change in management, and things were not very pleasant anymore. And I wanted out, but I wasn't in a financial position to get out.
Right.
And I was let go from that job. And it was like, oh, thank God, because I was praying for another direction, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have the guts to quit the job. So when I got fired, I was like, "Oh, that's the kick I needed, the kick in the pants that I needed that to get me moving." It
Oh
really
yeah.
helped. You know, you
Yeah.
so many people don't see doors closing as an opportunity for them, but it really does open. When God closes the door, He opens the window. This is
Mm-hmm.
the phrase, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There's always another opportunity. As long as you wake up in the morning, you've got another opportunity.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's like a an increased resilience for you. It was a minor setback for you, but in the end, it became more effective for you because you were able to go through that difficulty and
Yeah.
without losing hope.
Right.
So
And pursue new dreams.
pursue it, yeah. So that's definitely a good way to look at it.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we have with the universe has your back. It says, "My fearless freedom lights up the world."
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, my fearless freedom lights up the world. So I would say, know that the universe has your back, especially when you feel like you have felt a lot of fear instilled late, especially lately.
Yeah.
Social media is always, the news specifically is always try to instill fear in us, and so remember you are fearless, and you have freedom. So that's kind of how I look at this card as well. So lights up the world, light up the world. So
Mm-hmm.
you create your own destiny. So remember that, if you start worrying and creating fear, that's exactly what you're going to bring into your circumference and your energy. So be sure to refocus if you start going in that direction.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Um, Another one with the universe having your back, you can also have like goals and dreams, and then sometimes those goals and dreams also don't go the way that we anticipated. We always have goals, or we people put goals and stuff in dreams, and sometimes dreams will help, if you do like the dreams when you dream and the symbols or whatever
Mm-hmm.
synchronicities come through. That's the universe letting you know that there's might be a meaning behind that dream. Is kind of
Right.
what I was trying to refer to. Yeah.
Especially when they repeat themselves or
Uh,
the theme is repeated. It doesn't necessarily mean the exact same thing happening, but it makes a big difference.
yeah.
Just reminders, reminders, reminders.
Yeah, so just remember that, if you're having a dream, it's always good. There's so much stuff out there now that you can look up your dreams as well. So,
True.
um,
True.
and your goal, maybe as you're evolving too, you might have a goal like now, but maybe 3 or 4 years from now, that goal completely changes. So your path is always changing. There's always, it's like water flowing, and so
Right.
know that, yeah,
Well, that's where
whatever.
setting intentions rather than very specific goals can make a big difference on your outcome. The
Yeah,
universe can do, uh, the circumstances around you can make it much bigger than you could probably dream of if you follow the path.
yeah, that's true. So yeah, just be mindful of that. Because you are a magnet. Whatever you speak, that's a magnet. And so if you're thinking positive, positive is going to come to you. And I'm in that experience. So just try to stay proactive with being positive. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know
It,
it's hard, especially with this time of day and age.
yeah, it really can be challenging because you see all this craziness going on in the world, and just to understand that good things are going to come out of this. If you look back through history, at times where there's been a lot of turmoil, there's been a lot of bounce back from that turmoil.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's in this cycle, right? Goes back
Yes.
and forth, and sometimes the pendulum swings really far, and sometimes it's just a little bounce. So we're kind of in a far pendulum swing right now. It'll swing back the other way too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For sure. No, I would say that. Yeah. Just remember, just trust your life journey as you're like navigating. And sometimes things are not going to go the way we anticipated, but know that universe does always have your back, regardless of what direction you are going in. So,
Yeah,
yeah. All right, let's pull another one, Mark, and see what else the universe has your back has to say.
sounds good.
I like these cards because if you're like, okay, how's my day going to go? You can easily just pull up a card, you
Hmm.
know. And you don't necessarily, I'm not saying go out there and buy every deck as like me, but you can even just open your Bible, look at the first thing, get a book,
Any
that,
book.
any book, yeah. Kids
Yeah.
book, yeah. So anyway, so this one says, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Oh, that's a long one.
That's a long one.
I know. I was like,
That's nice.
yeah. I witness the darkness. So that's, and once again, if you're living in that fear and you're worrying so much or having so much stress or anxiety, I know lately a lot of people have been out there just taking in and consuming a lot of media.
Negativity.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on, and a good thing that we've 2025 is over. We've shifted into 2026, and I think I mentioned this before at one of our podcasts, but the 2026 is a 1 year, but you're supposed to also recognize a zero, which is source.
Hmm.
And so we want to do this podcast too because the universe source has your back, and so remember that 2026 is, yes, it's a new beginning, but it's also a new beginning that source is going to come and help you as well. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah, so um, and thank you, for every day that you get up. Thank the universe for your breath. Thank the universe that you have a job to go to. Be thankful and grateful. Just the little things like that matter tremendously.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
be the teacher of love. You are the teacher. So remember that as well.
And you are the love.
Yes. Yes, the love. So I don't know, Marge. Sometimes I wonder about the love.
It's all there. It's just sometimes we kind of bury it down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I was gonna say, since we're on the phrase of the universe has your back, the law of attraction is part of the universe having your back. So, you can kind of link that towards what we're talking about. Like I addressed with the negative and the positive thoughts. So, your beliefs, your words speak a lot, even though, we try to not think about it,
Right.
but your words speak really highly truthful. So um, just be sure that, as you're moving into the universe having your back and you're not feeling that the universe is having your back, maybe kind of break that down and kind of see it in a more positive light of why things are happening for you the way they're happening. Everything comes full circle. So maybe you might not know why this is going on now, but months from now or years from now, then you'll realize, okay, it went the way it needed to go for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we're going to
Sometimes
say,
that's
Mark?
hard to recognize,
Yeah.
especially when you're in the heat of the moment or whatever situation you're
Yes.
in. It can be a little daunting, a little hard to stay focused on the outcome down the road instead of looking at now. But if you can look at just where you are instead of concerning yourself with the future or fussing about the past, it helps get you in alignment
Yes.
with where you need to be.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I was going to say two, March. Another one is synchronicities. So, if
Oh
you experience a lot of moments of synchronicities, those are not coincidences. Those are just trying to align you with what you're going through in your life. And so,
yeah,
just remember that. If something's kind of happening over and over again, like maybe there's a reason for it. If you're seeing those fives all the time, 555 all the time, like, okay, what is going on here? What do I need to know? Look up that numerology right there.
yeah,
There's an answer for you.
right. You know, one thing that a lot of people don't think about doing, and I even forget to do it sometimes, is to ask for signs and synchronicities
Hmm.
and give a specific thing that you want to see in the next 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever. And you'll be surprised. And that's one way to know that you've got that connection
Oh,
and that you can trust it.
yes.
And
Yes.
nobody knows if the universe puts the thought in your head to say, knowing that you're going to see this, right?
Hmm.
Or if it's your idea, it doesn't really matter. The point is that communication is there and it's all part of the process for you.
Right. That intuition and that gut feeling, Marge, that's what, encourages us people to listen to.
Yeah,
And sometimes we don't want to listen to it because, I will admit in the past I've been one of those people like, let me just second guess that. Let me just second guess that. And then
right?
it doesn't go, yeah, how I anticipated. And so then I get frustrated and I'm like, oh my gosh, another learning experience. Here we go.
Yeah, I should have listened.
Yeah.
I
So,
can't tell you how many times my mom and I are like, why don't I listen to that little voice? It told me not to turn this direction when you get stuck
yeah.
in traffic if you turn that way. Even though you said, I want to go this way. Your brain said go this way. Your spirit said go this way. But you're
Hmm.
like, no, I like going this way. So you went that wrong way. And there you're going to sit in traffic for 20 minutes. Or the other way around, you can
Hmm.
turn a corner or pick up something at the store and it's suddenly a really good thing for you. It can
Right.
go either way. It depends on if you listen or not.
Mhm.
Follow those nudgings.
Yes. When you're trusting that universe supports you, then you'll feel more compelled to follow those instincts.
Yeah.
You know, and then they do give you the positive outcomes
Yeah.
when you do listen
When you
because
listen.
yeah.
It's challenging though. If you don't have the
Hmm.
trust built and you haven't taken the time to create that relationship, then it's kind of hard to know where to start. And I think it matters with just kind of get started and start having those conversations and start following some of that intuition and see where it takes you.
Yes.
You'd be amazed.
Oh yeah. I can tell you, Marge, with me at trusting the universe, I get the best parking spots.
Oh
Like
yeah.
when I ask, it's
Mhm.
like,
All you got to do is ask.
ah. Yeah.
I was my daughter and I had gone somewhere a couple of years ago, but I remember this distinctly because we had forgotten something at the store we'd been at. So I'm turning around, going to go back the half a mile to the store, and I said, I do
Hmm.
not want to go find. The air conditioner wasn't working in the car. The sun was out. It was hot. I'm like, could you just get me a spot under the tree? can I just be under a tree where I
Yeah.
park my car this time? And it was like, yep, you got it. And it's pulled in that parking lot, and somebody's pulling out from under the tree. The only parking space is under the tree. I'm like, hot dog, thank you very much.
That's nice. That's really
Yeah,
nice. That's how the universe works, though, for us, if you really think about it.
yeah,
So we have to remember the acceptance of uncertainty there, because you have to, if you start helping realize the universe does have your back, it also will help reduce your anxiety, your stress levels, or whatever, give you a peace of mind
yeah,
that you can trust. Everything will ultimately work out for the good, for the good of what you need at that time as
right.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it could be leading you down a path for later too. You don't know.
No, you don't know. That's kind of what's good about it. There's always reasons why things happen the way they do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, we'll pull another card, since our cards are hot tonight, March.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, because, yeah, speaking about the universe. Yeah, I love it when, even, when I will say something like, give me a sign, then I see a little feather just kind of come down out of the blue. And
Yeah.
yeah, other than it being my angels, I know that's a sign that's saying, we have you, we understand what's going on. So
Mm-hmm.
through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world.
There you go.
Yeah. And the purple symbolizes the source, so, and also your higher consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, through prayer and meditation. What were we going to say, Marge?
The ripples of peace just makes me think of, all the anxiety and energy. I was talking to Carol about this earlier this week. All the energy between the storms that we've been having and
Mm-hmm.
the crazy politics and all the news. It's just so much energy and so many people keyed up. And you pick up on that. Whether you're in and living in an intuitive way or not, you don't even realize that you're picking up on it. But you feel your shoulders getting tight and everything's contracting because you're trying to hide. And trying to be able to process that stuff and just say, this is not me. This is not my anxiety. There is nothing I can do about it. Live that serenity prayer, man. Live it. So,
Oh,
nothing you can do about it, but you can process it. You don't have to absorb the energy like a sponge when you watch the news. If you watch the news, I don't watch the news anymore.
I don't either. I don't. I choose not to put my that energy into my energy. There's no way.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, and when you do that, then it just increases and intensifies the energy for everybody around you
Mm-hmm.
because you're adding your attention into that craziness. So you're
Yeah.
adding more energy into it.
Yeah. I look with. I would rather trust with what my intuition is telling me to trust versus hearing it from 5 million other people saying this and this and that or this. And no, I want to put my, listen
Yeah,
to what my gut feelings have to say about anything going on in this world right now.
right.
Yeah, so remember, you create a ripple effect of peace in this world. So you are the one that creates your peace,
Yep.
not the news, not social media. You. It has to start within you.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, just being in the present, being in that present moment encourages mindfulness for you and being at peace within yourself. So,
Yep.
it's sometimes hard to stay present because, like we've addressed so many times with everything going on, but if you stay in that moment and just, or I'm sorry, stay in the present and just know that your life's okay, and everything's gonna be fine. Your mindset will start changing. Opportunities will start coming out. Signs will start coming out from the universe. So
Yeah.
this just, like Marge said a minute ago, it reinforces your energy and puts you more in a positive mindset.
Mm-hmm. And gives you that ability to to say, okay, this has happened, but it's not happening. It's not now. It's done.
Hmm.
Now that doesn't mean that whatever you're fussing about isn't going to repeat itself, but you don't have to be affected with it the same way every time and increase the anxiety around something.
Yeah, I agree.
It reminds me of there's a story about during the Vietnam War. There was a Vietnam War protest, and I don't know if it's true or not, but supposedly Mother Teresa was asked to join the protest. And she says, if you have a rally for peace, I will join. If you are against the war, I will not. It's the same result that you're looking
Well,
for, but a different energy behind it.
yeah, that's interesting because it's even the monks that are walking the walk for peace.
Yeah,
I think that's the most
beautiful.
amazing, yeah, thing that they are doing for us. And I know it's been a lot of strain, and but they stay humble. They stay in their positive mindset. They stay in that present moment, and they just keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if y'all are keeping up with that, but I think that's just the most wonderful thing that's
Me
going
too.
on for us.
I wish I'd seen them when they went through this area. I didn't realize they were going through until they were gone.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, they
darn it.
started here for Worth, and
Oh, did they?
yeah, I completely missed them. So I'm so bummed, but anyways, but
We just sent
that,
them some peaceful, helping keep them warm energy. Because it's
yes,
cold.
it's
Man, it's
cold.
cold.
It is, especially where they're going up north. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, we'll pull another card, Marge, on the topic of the universe has your back today. Very good topic. We do hope that this helps people who are kind of just in a funk right now because of everything being thrown at our peripherals. And you don't have to listen to that. If you don't like what's being said over and over, turn it off. Throw some meditation music on or something.
Right. Or put some dance music on and do some shuffling.
Oh yeah, definitely shuffling. Joy is the ultimate creator.
Yep, that's it.
That's it, people. That's it right there. Joy is the ultimate creator.
If you can align your mindset with your heart, it's opens up everything.
Yes.
Your mindset can be I want joy and peace and quiet, but if you're still anxious in your heart, it's not meshing. It's not going to mesh very well. You got to release it, let it go. All
Mm-hmm.
the anxiety. And then
Yeah.
peace comes.
Yes. So
There's
I
only
was
so
think.
much room in the vessel, right? So you got to if you picture yourself as a vessel, you can have your vessel this much full with peace, but if there's still anxiety there, you
Mm-hmm.
can't put more peace in. You got to get rid of the anxiety so you can put more peace in.
Yeah. What is that? The cup runneth fulleth.
Run it over. Yep.
Yeah. So remember that. Speaking of the joy is the ultimate creator. So when you think about the creator, that's a spiritual connection that we are all having. And so when you start opening yourself to um, belonging to something greater than ourselves, that connection can provide a lot of comfort for us, strength,
Right.
especially during these challenging times. And so having that, the universe having your back also is an opportunity for spiritual connection to fall through. So,
Mm-hmm. That's true. Good
yes.
point.
Yeah, because I was thinking about, well, the creator, when you think of the creator, you think of source, think of the universe, and those are all spiritual connections.
And it's okay not to be clear what you want to create. You can be vague about what you want to create.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have
Very,
clarity all the time about everything. It's not your plan. You can't
yeah,
plan it as well as the universe can plan it anyway. God, He's got you. Don't worry about it.
always. Which brings us to our next one, empowerment, because, the universe supports you um, with a sense of empowerment. It encourages you to take actions, you
Mm-hmm.
know, pursue those dreams, pursue those goals,
Right.
make decisions, stick with them, be authentic to yourself, and empower yourself. You don't have to empower everybody out there, especially with the turmoil that's kind of going on. So empower yourself, and that is also will open doors for the universe to have your back.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't
Yeah.
have to just jump and change. Okay, I don't want to be this person anymore. I want to be this person. I want to be this way. And you can't just flip it. You don't have a switch that you can just turn off that part of your mind, right? And the
Right.
anxiety and the stress or whatever else that you've got. If you take a little steps towards that goal, you will get there.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm thinking of all these little one-liner things about of what's the one about 1,000 miles? The trip of 1,000 miles starts with a single step.
Yes.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah. It promotes that, like the optimism that you might not think you have. But you start trusting more.
Yeah.
You stay proactive. You find like, okay, there is hope out there. And resilience. So just remember that when you're going through some tough peaks at now, especially, I guess you could say.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, March, I think I'll pull one more card, and then we'll see what the universe has your back. We are hoping that this podcast is helping you, especially. It's a really good time to, now that I think about it, that we did do this podcast.
It always is good timing.
Yeah.
We were going to do this, what, 2 weeks ago, Carol? And
Yes.
things happen and things happen. There's reasons for these delays in your life.
Yeah.
There are reasons for the nudges that you're getting and things that are going one way or another. That's just helping you move forward in the direction it wasn't time yet.
Yes. No, it just wasn't. So two cards came off the deck. Hope is the conduit for miracles. So remember,
Nice.
hope is the conduit for miracles. So far we've got joy and hope, and the other one is I surrender to a power greater than me.
There you go.
Yeah, I
The whole
surrender.
thing in a nutshell.
Yeah, exactly everything that we're talking about on the last card. I surrender to a greater power than me.
Yep.
So yeah, that's kind of that's actually the truth right there. I shouldn't even have to say anything else. Just
No.
surrender yourself to a higher and greater power. You know, I always tell the universe, put me in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Yes, and that everything, of course, is done in divine timing. So remember that too. That's another one that's very
Yeah. If you try and rush it, you won't land where you're supposed to land.
mm-mm, no.
Now
So
think if you're on a ski jump and you jump too soon, you're not going to land where you need to land. You need to land where what's the safest and the smoothest for you. So just follow the flow. It'll go.
yes, for sure. Well, I don't have anything else to add, Marge. I think surrender to a greater power than me or than you is a good place to
Yeah.
end our lovely podcast.
I agree. I agree.
Perfect. Well, my name is Carol again. Thank y'all for coming to our lovely podcast today. You can visit us at www.neuvias.com. And as always,
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Please leave a comment if you have any ideas about other ways that we can uh, identify that the universe has your back. I'd like to know how you deal with it.
yes, or it's even in, a little story if you have something to add with the universe having your back
Yeah.
that you have experienced.
I'm sure we all have 10, 20, 30 stories, probably more than that. But if you think of the first one right off the top of your head,
Mm.
just write it in the comments. Love to hear the stories.
Well, until next time, thank y'all for spending a little bit of time with us.
Yes, thank you.
Much love and light. Stay positive, stay optimistic.
Love y'all.
Love you. Bye bye.
Bye.